Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wickedness, our Solarpunk setting. We're going to hop right back into the game. Last we left off, Cammy, my character, was faced with a heavy question and realization that magic may be used to ascend to godhood. So the whole Coven sort of mingled with that as we concluded our last episode. But before we get back into our challenge deck, we have to remind you who we are, because we love hearing ourselves talk, or at least I do. So I am going to get started here. My name is Patrick Connor Burke. I use he, they pronouns. Let's talk about where we're studying. We're all grad students. So I'm currently studying devised performance at UArts. And I'll be playing Cammy, once again, who uses she, they pronouns. So, Danny, do you want to kick us off?
Yes, I'm Danny Merrill. I personally use she, her pronouns. I am currently studying at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in Los Angeles, California. I'm studying straight performance. And my character today is Lilac, and she is the young, naive rascal. And she also uses she, her pronouns.
Amazing. And Sam?
Hi, I'm Sammy Overton. I use she, they pronouns. And I'm currently studying at the Atlantic Acting School in New York City. And I am playing Greta, the old soul, and Greta uses they, she pronouns.
Incredible. So, without further ado, we're going to get back into the drawing of the challenges right above me. So, let's begin with our... This one is going to be the Two of Swords. So, this challenge is going to be read by the Moon. That's our High Priestess.
Two of Swords, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. I've been challenged to a duel. So Worsen, the kingdom's ignorance. The holder of the sun will tell us who issued the challenge. The holder of the star will tell us what I did to offend them. And I'll tell you how I feel about it. The kingdom is watching to see how we respond. What should I do?
Okay, so first we are going to worsen the kingdom's ignorance. So let's see how that takes shape, shall we? I believe this is the first time we've actually had to adjust the kingdom's aspects so far.
Yeah.
An exciting start to this part of the episode.
I know, right? I feel like we're starting off rough.
Okay, so Sam, do you want to read the entry starting at 1 for ignorance?
I believe so. Is that the correct? That's not the correct response to what you just said to me. But yes, I will. I will read the 1. Your community begins to lose touch with its roots. Choose a history of the civilization and describe how it falls to the wayside.
So you have to choose between public education and culture of honesty.
Oh, I feel like I got to pick them, and now I have to take one away. Oh. Okay, I feel like I have to lose the culture of honesty.
Oof.
I feel like we can't lose our education.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Ugh.
So we are our city is now just filled with good, well-educated people.
Well-educated people.
Well-educated liars.
Well-educated liars.
Oh, dangerous combo.
That's a dangerous group.
All right. Yeah.
Maybe we should be.
Maybe we should be dumb and honest.
Maybe we should be dumb but honest.
It's too late.
That's what I
am. Okay. So, let's see here. What were the other parts of our?
The holder of the sun. Oh no. The holder of the sun will tell us who issued the challenge against me. The holder of the star will tell us what I did to offend them, and then I'll tell you how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Myself as the holder of the sun, who issued the challenge. Dun dun dun. You know what? I'm gonna go with a tavern holder or tavern keeper.
Mm.
Ooh.
And like the owner of our like a community tavern. And I think that they offended you in some way, so it's gonna be
Yeah, so the star will tell us what you did to offend them. Okay, interesting. I think that you have been rather vocal about how you believe that food and drink should be shared with people and have it like cost nothing. And so because of that, people have like started to reject like the current like organization of restaurant and recipient and like people have stopped coming into the tavern as much because they've just been like offering their own home brewed things to one another and trading it that way. So this bartender and this tavern owner is sort of like conflicting with the current wave of change that you are sort of bringing on yourself, and has challenged you to a duel to try to revert that change.
What can I say? I hold power, don't
Mm-hmm. For sure, for sure. All right. So how do we want to deal with this challenge, people?
I? Ooh.
I don't know if
I
any
I
virtual magic is gonna like be effective here.
I oh, I could solve this with wisdom.
Mm. Um.
But do I want to?
I
I feel
Well,
like
yeah.
I feel like Greta is like what's happening is what's happening and
Yeah.
think that it's good.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry that you're angry and I'm sorry that you're hurt by this,
Mhm.
but I think that this is good.
I will remind us that we don't necessarily have to solve a challenge. Just some bad thingies happen if we don't address it.
I mean, that's true, you know.
Mhm, mhm.
We don't all have to like each other.
So true. Um,
Kingdom is watching though.
mhm, mhm.
How it would be it's how much wisdom would it be to solve this? It's
So this is only a two of swords,
yeah.
but I
Six.
believe that because our ignorance was just raised, then we have to add one to swords challenges. So this is actually going to take a total of 9 to solve now. Mm-hmm.
Because it's tripled, right?
Yeah, so it's 2, and you would add 1 because of the new ignorance, making it a 3, and then you would triple that 3.
Oh, I see. Okay. Um yeah, I that is going to I think at first Greta is very much like again like I'm sorry that this is
Mm-hmm.
affecting you negatively, but I think that this is like good for us overall. But then I think once they see that it's becoming this like bigger thing and that people are talking about it and that it's like this thing that is seriously going like this duel that is like seriously going to happen.
Yeah.
It's
I think that
benefiting everybody for one thing.
yeah, and so I think that they're going to say, okay, we have to deal with this somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna solve it with wisdom.
Okay, let's figure out how the two of us failed to solve it first. Then, so Lilac, do you have an idea?
Oh, give me a moment.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I'll hop in here.
Yeah, go for it.
I think that I am going to. I think I'm going to swagger into a bad situation.
Whoa.
I see this is happening, and I also know like how truly powerful Greta can be when they want to be, and I think I think that I foolishly start taking bets on the matter, which just like convulses the whole problem that we're having right now. We're trying to move away from the society that's focused on money, and now I'm taking these bets that sort of inflate the purpose of it, and so yeah, in a sense, I am actually just giving more power to the tavern owner by like
Mhm.
reinforcing this idea of wealth as like a method of exchange and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get to draw a new wisdom card for that. I'm gonna get the Page of Wands.
How much is a page worth?
Page is 11. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. We
Snap,
take it.
crackle, and pop.
And
One,
pop.
um, be stymied by my greenness,
Mm-hmm.
I think, which I think has a bunch of different meanings. Um,
I don't know what that means.
Call me out. Okay.
um,
How do you want to interpret it?
first of all, I really want to know how this is supposed to be interpreted, for one thing, but also, I think of both. Um, I think in this case, I think it might have to do with like an overzealousness or overzealousy of, uh, of taking care of being sustainable and taking care of things we need to take care of with the earth and things like that.
Hmm.
So I'm going to take it quite literally, and as opposed to like I'm green with envy. But um, in this case, I think I'm going to go for lilac. Is very much choosing a side here,
Mhm.
and in that case, just making things worse for herself by, you know, kind of like the little kid who's like getting into what they shouldn't be getting into, and the adult, the grown up says,
Yeah.
you like one more time and you're in big trouble, like enough of that stuff. So I think, by kind of being too overzealous and trying to seem superior or older than she actually is, she's going to be like, I'm choosing a side here because we all need to be we all need to be focusing on one goal, and if you're not, then you're lame and you're a loser, and I don't
Ooh.
like it. And in that case, it's very much like, all right, small child, stop talking, sit down. You don't need a pedestal, thank you. So yeah, I think that even Greta might even like give a verbal lashing to being like, so will you sit down? This is not your fight.
Yeah.
All right, stop being so overzealous and like on your high horse. Enough.
Yeah.
So
Like 3 years ago, Lilac had like a platinum credit card, and
yeah,
now.
as like a 15-year-old, like,
Yeah.
like look at me, I'm Sharpay Evans. Oh boy.
All right.
Yeah.
And for that little fumble, that little stymie, you get an Ace of Cups. Um, Greta, how you gonna fix this sitch with wisdom?
Oh gosh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Greta's just gonna um walk into the tavern, hopefully like a day or so before the duel.
Mm-hmm.
And ask to speak to the tavern owner just like by themselves. Um and I think that they're going to just sit down, and Greta is going to be like, I think my ideals have been selfish and they've been affecting you in a way that I think is far more intense than I have realized. And as much as as much as I believe that we should all work together and money should just be fake. It is fake, so it should just not be real.
The bartender's like, where are you going with this?
And they're gonna say, like, I understand that that is not how things work for you. And so I will go back on my word in learning, you know, a new perspective, I suppose, that despite the way that I might want things, it might not always work out for everyone else. So I say, instead of a duel tomorrow, we invite the people to your tavern where you can serve us and we'll pay you for it.
What a wonderful solution. Oh, and what do you discard wisdom-wise?
Okay, 4, right? I had 9, right?
Yes, 9 total.
I'm going to discard the 4 of Pentacles, because the Pentacles has to do with money.
Mm-hmm.
And the 5 of Swords.
4 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Love. We're gonna get to our next challenge already.
Woo!
That is the 2 of Wands. Ooh, back-to-back 2s.
Back to
This is another High Priestess one.
Oh gosh. Ah. All of my predictions of late have been false visions, tainted by a flickering menace. Worsen the underworld's claim over me, and I'll discard a wisdom card. How can we clear the pall of the underworld from over me and restore my second sight?
Terrifying. Okay.
The underworld, it haunts me.
Is this the same menace that has been coming to claim your things now and again?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I worked so hard.
I know, he's a little break, but I think he's back.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Rude.
I think he was gone for a couple of months and then
On vacation, you know.
And then came
living
back.
it up in Bora Bora.
So, Greta, if you would read your claim number 1 at page 12 of Solarpunk.
You must be more vigilant. Cross out one of your follies.
So you have to discard a wisdom card and cross out a folly now.
Interesting. Okay. Do I tell you which card I'm discarding?
Yeah, you're gonna tell me which card and which folly.
I'm going to discard the Ace of Swords.
Ace of Swords. Cool.
And which folly do I want to get rid of? The folly that I'm going to get rid of is insist the archaic solution is better by virtue of it being older.
Yeah. Because
I think that is I think Greta's learned their lesson. And
good.
There's it's not worked too many times.
I love that. All right. So how do we stop this menace? Once again, This bothersome foe. Did we ever name the menace, by the way?
No, I don't think we ever did.
The nameless supporting character.
Yeah, I don't know if Greta knows their name.
True, yeah. Okay.
But maybe.
This seems like a big challenge
It does, yeah.
for, you know, like what, 6 wisdom to solve.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. I was just about to say,
Mhm.
I can solve this
Okay.
with wisdom again. I
Yeah.
mean, if somebody like else wants to.
I have no idea how we would clear this.
Right, yeah. So your predictions are being tainted. So you've been having false vision.
False visions.
How do we restore your sight? I don't know if I can solve this. Does anybody else?
Okay.
Yeah. Is Greta capable of solving this on their own?
I can.
Okay.
I think they can.
Okay.
Or maybe I don't know if they can, because they've been trying
Yeah.
for years to get rid of this menace. And I feel like at this point they might have tried everything that they've had before. Or maybe, I mean, because I think that they've tried to talk to this menace before.
For sure. Okay. So why don't you folly, and then we can, maybe that'll help me inform my decision.
Okay. I might I might do all I can and then some, overexerting myself and requiring rest.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Do you want to leave it at that, or do you want to like describe how they go about exerting themselves?
Yeah, I think that like they keep getting these visions, and like they're trying all of these different things, and they're talking to different people, and it's like, no matter, like, it doesn't matter who they're talking to, it doesn't matter like what kind of medicine or something that they try, it's like, no matter what, like, their visions are wrong, and in every single vision there is that menace. And so I think that they try to talk to the menace again, and they're like, this is unusual, like, you don't normally do this, so like, what is going on? And I think that in that sort of like weird confrontation in their mind, I think they're more like mentally exhausted than say physically, and they get no answer.
For that, you're going to be physically absent next time, but you get the King of Swords.
Okay.
As well as the Two of Pentacles.
Okay. King of Swords is
13.
13. Nice. And the Two of Pentacles, you said?
Two of Pentacles. Two of Coins. Yeah. In that, I did think of a solution. So if Lilac still wants to folly, then I can fix this one.
Yeah, I don't think Lilac has the wisdom enough or the wherewithal to even know where to start.
Yeah.
I think she tries to solve everything. I don't think she can solve this one. So I think I am going to follow. I think I'm going to oh. Not along to a coven mate's advice when you really should have listened. You're like, oh yeah, I'm totally listening, and no idea what you just said. And I think in this case, I think quite literally it's going to be simple advice, maybe from both Cami and Greta, and I think it may very well be like just another case of sit down. All right. Thank you. You're sweet and everything, but like sit down. And I think she wasn't even listening. She's just like, yeah, already formulating how she can help, because she did try to, recover all of Greta's possessions from the underworld menace. And now she's like, well, it's my own pride at this point.
Yeah.
So I think she's gonna try. She's gonna fail. Which maybe caught the attention of the denizen of the underworld.
Perhaps. We shall see. You get the King of Cups for this. Ooh. You went from Ace of Cups to King of Cups. Wow.
I have a lot of wisdom right now.
Yeah, for sure.
You said it's 13 is king?
13 is king, yeah. Well done. So, Cami is going to take this into her own hands. I think for the most part, Cami can be rather unpredictable. I think that Cami just sort of keeps a lot of things in and doesn't really show as much as her coven mates would like. And at this point, I recognize that Greta needs a win here. And I start jotting down everything that I'm going to do for that day, and giving it to Greta. And sort of, I am trying to awaken those like neural pathways that you use to predict the future by giving the most like unknown chaotic entity in your life the exact schedule of what I plan to do, and I stick to it to the T, and I begin to allow you to figure out what I'm going to do, and I use myself as this sort of subject that you can always rely on, and you can always predict what I'm going to do because you know it. It's written down in your hands, and because of that, you start to like work those muscles again, and you know that you're right, and you gain that confidence back. And because of that, you start to be able to tell the future of other things that you're like very secure on, and you know like the back of your hand. And it just develops over time more and more and better, to the point where you, over the course of a couple of weeks, you begin to know me and the world around you enough that you can predict once again.
Give me a minute.
And in exchange, I'm gonna give up a 2 of swords and a 4 of cups that I was holding on to. So yeah.
I think one day, once like Greta's like, oh my god, like it's back, like it's all working. I think she's gonna go find Cami and just like, I don't even think they have the words for it, but she's just gonna like pull them into a big hug and like just kind of like she knows that they like Cami always wants to be moving, and so she's gonna like make her stay there.
Yeah. Oh, that's really wholesome. Yeah.
Sure.
Amazing.
I thought I was the pure heart.
Not today.
We're all a little pure-hearted in there somewhere.
The pure heart was the friends we made along the way.
The friends we made along the way.
All right. Our next challenge is going to be the King of Swords. Ooh. We're just pulling out kings. Wow. Okay, the royalty present. This one is going to be Lilac.
If the kingdom is not at war, it is preparing for war. And if the kingdom is at war, then it is going badly. In either case, we have been summoned by one of its leaders, the Old Soul will tell us which, to help contribute to a special project of war. The Wild Soul will tell us what makes it so dangerous. If we solve this challenge with wisdom, we may prevent or end the war and either lessen the kingdom's ignorance by one or add a new friend to the sanctuary.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
Greta, which leader has summoned us?
Ooh. Which leader?
We choose Sorted, our rotating community leader, or Nvidia, the proud eco-terrorist.
Ooh, I think Nvidia
Yeah.
has summoned us. Or is that all I? Okay, no, yeah. Nvidia has summoned us to help contribute to a special project of the war.
Fantastic. Okay. And I say why it's so dangerous. Who are we at war with, by the way? Or starting to form our war with? Because we weren't at war prior to this challenge.
Is it maybe those industrial
Ooh.
guys?
Yeah, the ones who were like
that way,
banging down our door. Yeah.
that were trying to like, riot against us.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Okay. In that case, I think that the dangers that await us if we involve ourselves with this war I think that they host the weaponry that could truly destroy our way of living, and have like the not only do they have the weaponry capable of like blowing down our city, but also they the like aftermath of that weaponry would decimate the wildlife and plant life that surrounds our civilization. So, if we solve this with wisdom, we prevent the war. But how do we want to go about this? As a note, this will take 32
39.
30 no oh excuse me 42 because our ignorance is already up by 1, which adds the 1 to the to swords challenges.
Wait, King is 13?
King is 13 plus 1 makes it 14.
Oh.
14, 14, 14.
Yeah, so 42.
I don't do math.
I don't either. I was waiting for somebody else to add it up. I was going to ask if nobody else did it.
So I do not have enough to solve this with wisdom. So I might have to do true magic if it falls to me. Lilac was just bragging about all the wisdom you have.
I do have enough wisdom to solve this.
Also have enough
Whoa! I'm just a dumb bitch. Okay.
Let me make sure real quick.
Uh-huh. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna folly.
Yeah.
How do I want to do this? I think I give into my ego and come out wounded. I think that I think I try to use my travel magic to teleport into one of their war rooms, and thinking that I can easily just intimidate them with my gun. And I think I actually take Miranda with me too. And the two of us are up to old shenanigans. I think that she starts to like goad me into it, like, oh, it'll be just like old days. Like we used to get into this anarchist stuff all the time when we were younger. And Cammy believes it, and I get us in there, and I barely get us out before they completely wreck the both of us. And I'm forced to rely on my old getaway tricks.
I'm physically absent in this challenge.
Yeah. Oh no.
Does that mean I can't?
You could, but you would have to. You would have to be a little clever about how you go about it, because you still have to be physically absent. And not only that, but like the way we resolved your physical absence was that you were like mentally exhausted. So I will allow. I'm not gonna take it off the table, but I will say that you should probably be a little clever.
Yeah.
One sec. I'm gonna draw a wisdom card really quick. So I get the Knight of Cups. Fantastic. But continue.
I can solve this.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
What a challenge to be absent for.
What is
Our high priestess just up and leaves, you know. I guess it's up to me again. Just kidding. I think I'm gonna solve it with wisdom.
Okay. So
How much does it take again? 14 times 2.
It's a lot.
Oof. That is a massive hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna remind us that at the end of the game we do need to have some wisdom cards.
I'm not running out.
Okay, great. So let's find out.
But that being said, I feel like going to war and preventing a war on our civilization is a good thing to use wisdom for.
For sure.
So, okay, math. I'm going to get rid of my King of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get rid of my Knight of Wands, which is 25.
Yep.
I'll get rid of my Nine of Cups.
I'm so sorry.
So that's 34.
34. And that's what?
You need 8
7?
more. Yeah.
8. Wait, I'm sorry. What do I get rid of?
You got rid of the King of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and you still require 8.
7 of coins.
Okay.
Or 7 of
I get your
Pentacles.
meaning. Mm-hmm.
And Ace of Pentacles.
Gotcha. Okay. So Greta does still get to make a folly in this case. So we can resolve this in whatever order you two want.
I think. Can I like? I just want to like. So like one of my follies is ignore your coven mates, please, in order to teach them a life lesson. And I think that's what Greta is going to do, but I think it's less like, no, solve this on your own. It's more like, I can't help you.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm so sorry. There is nothing that I can do right now to help stop this.
Yeah.
And so I hope that anything that I have taught you in the time that I have known you both, that you can solve this, because I know you can.
Lovely. And you receive the Three of Cups.
Thank you.
So I know I'm curious how Lilac is going to take care of this.
Same. I think that there's not so much going to be a discussion between Lilac and NVIDIA, I suppose, or the leader of, the industrial advocates. I think that there's going to be a demonstration more so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give up something dear to me, which is going to be a certain level of privacy, at least outside of my own civilization or, community.
Yeah.
And I'm going to display my magic. And I'm going to, explain, I suppose, or showcase how our distinct kind of civilization and how we live off of it, meaning, a strong sense of sustainability and plant life and things like that, is actually one of the greatest sources of support for any kind of magic, because it's all things that grow and it's all, live things, which honestly might play into the idea of like godliness and this sustaining and maintenance of magic as a route to godliness has a lot to do with things that grow and are alive and how you have control over them. So she's young, but the fact that Lilac is very much like, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm much younger than y'all's. And my power, my magic, frankly, is a little more powerful than yours. And I'll tell you why. And it's because of our lifestyle and the way we live. And it's a demonstration, honestly, that could have been given in a war room, like, and with blueprints spread across the table or something of the sort. Honestly, I think probably the other side, the advocate's leader, might have been having a difficult issue with trying to come up with a solution for kind of route or something like that. And NVIDIA tried to stop Lilac from going in and making peace between these people. But then NVIDIA noticed what she was doing and was very surprised by it.
Yeah.
And it's just sitting there like, that's a good point. Godliness, you say? Interesting new goal that I'm intrigued of. And I think that demonstration is very much like, okay, well, when you put it that way, without, making it a very simple solution, I think that automatically it's a shift of power. Like it's a shift of focus, at least for what you want to be putting your efforts toward. And it's like, really? You guys are sitting there like, this is what you want to put your effort toward when we're over here, like literally conjuring and doing incredible things. And, so I think that will be how Lilac, sort of single-handedly saves the community.
I love it. Incredible.
She does.
So in exchange for that, we get to prevent the war from happening. Lovely.
Woohoo!
As well as, Danny, you get to choose whether to reduce the kingdom's ignorance by 1 and therefore regaining our culture of honesty, or adding a new friend to the sanctuary.
Honestly, I think we should add a new friend to the sanctuary.
Cool.
as much as I would like to maintain or restore our cultivation of an honest community, I think that first of all, let's be a little more realistic. Not everyone's gonna tell the truth all the time, okay? All right. And especially with these new discoveries coming about, with like, hey, low key, here's the manual on how to become a god, even though that's not how it works, but that's how people might be thinking it's how it works.
Yeah.
So it's very much like, maybe we need to start lying to people at this point. Being like, no, stop, don't do that.
Wow, Lilac
so
sees the... Yeah. Continue, sorry.
I think adding a friend to the sanctuary is going to be... Also, like, we just had a war. Maybe a friend would be nice, you know? Like,
Nice.
So who's our friend gonna be?
I don't know.
You're just like, I want a friend. I don't know who the friend is.
I don't know who the friend is, but
I think can I choose the friend?
Yeah, that's what I asked.
I'm gonna choose a ghost haunting a grand piano.
Ooh, okay.
Like, yeah, every time the ghost shows up, there's also a random grand piano.
Let's
that
do it.
shows up with it. You have to make sure that every time you summon the ghost, that you summon it in like a very large space. Like if you summon it in the toilet, there's just a grand piano just like.
oh my god.
I just finished the tile in there. Come on. Oh my gosh. What's our little ghost's name?
I'm gonna say Faye, Faye.
Very cool.
Cute.
Very cute. Hey, our little ghost. Incredible.
It's just like Mozart. Like it's just like literally Mozart.
Oh my god, it's Mozart. What if the industrial, oh my god, what did you call them? The industrial
advocates.
I feel like that works. Like what if they were like, oh, like, yes, like we see where you're coming from. And so we did like an exchanging of gifts and they gave us this grand piano.
Ooh.
That came with a ghost.
that coincidentally came with a ghost that now whenever you call the ghost, a friendly ghost that now whenever you call the ghost, the piano also comes with it.
That's true.
Hey, this thing's haunted. You're welcome.
Hey, you're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
What if the ghost is like just like Faye's like really annoying, but like Lilac loves them, and they're just like best friends?
Oh my god.
It's Lilac's new bestie.
Hey, bestie.
I want to make it that Miranda.
Ooh, hey, bestie.
Miranda and Faye hate each other. I think like both of them just like get on each other's nerves.
I feel like Miranda hates everybody, but it's fine.
Ooh, true.
Ooh.
Okay.
Lovely. Oh, good little Faye.
Next chat.
I'm very proud of both of you.
Aw, thank you.
Thanks, babe.
All right. Next we got the Five of Cups. Oh my god, this drawing is so morbid. It's just
yeah, I know.
Oh,
creepy.
So sad. Oh, it's me again. Guys, my life is so sad. Okay. I have become withdrawn and, alarmingly, I've lost interest in my usual fixations. How do each of you check in on me? If your attempt to connect with me can draw me out of my rumination, you may draw a wisdom card. But if I reject you to continue my deep and somber vigil, I'll draw a wisdom card. Then, if I have no wisdom cards, we fail this challenge. I have wisdom cards, so we won't fail part of this challenge.
I have an idea of how I'm going to try and connect.
Okay.
Should I say?
Yeah, do your best.
I'm just gonna keep a secret, never say anything.
I have an idea.
Okay, so I'm going to play again off of the naivete kind of card here. And I think that in trying to sort of coax Greta out of whatever they're like, out of, yeah, I suppose that kind of vigil and that somberness is, I think that Lilac is going to use the kind of best asset that she has. First of all, she also has like her watering can full of sunlight. And I think that here's what she's going to do. Okay. She's going to set up the watering can full of sunlight in the rafters of Greta's like chambers. She's going to set it there so that it's tilted down like a spotlight. And then Lilac is going to do every kind of performance she can do, including try to do like stand up. And she's going to say things like, you guys catch our neighbor's rotted vegetables? Isn't it funny? I touched them. That's what happened. And she's gonna like make this failed, terrible attempt at stand up and at things like juggling. And Lilac thinks she's a fantastic juggler. She can't juggle for shite, especially since the first thing she sees are like green bell peppers like on the shelf, and she goes to grab them and tries to juggle, and they just melt in her hands.
Oh my goodness.
And she's like, oh, well, that didn't work. Next thing, then she summons Faye, the ghost haunting the grand piano, and then Faye plays the piano while Lilac just sings all these vaudeville songs for no reason. And all of like get this turned around, and all of a sudden they turn back around to Lilac, and Lilac's got like a vaudevillian hat with like a black ring, like ribbon around it and a bow. And then it has like a really nice bow tie and like a checkered cane, and it's doing like, hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my ragtime gal, and things like that. And she's gonna be like, listen, if that, she's gonna go behind the piano when she's done, she's gonna bow, maybe Greta will clap, maybe not, but when she's finished, she's gonna go behind the piano and talk to Faye and be like, if that didn't coax them out of their reverie, I don't know what will. Just like, and then goes out and says, I know you wanted an encore, but I have many performances on my list. So she like goes into like, I don't know, just an empty concert hall that's open to the public, and she just starts performing for nobody. Mm-hmm. And now she's discovered her new career aspirations. So I'm just saying, that is my attempt to coax Greta out of their reverie. And yeah.
Wow. I want an encore with that explanation. That was incredible.
That was so incredible.
Okay. I am going to try a very different tactic. I see that you lose touch with the things that you care about, and I think Cammy just starts to get very into them, and always like blatantly in front of you, to be like, wow, this is so much like. In a less like infantilizing way of like, but like the similar notion of like a parent like spoon feeding their child, and when it won't go in, they're like, ooh, yum, this tastes so good. So like Cammy is like watching the birds for like 8 hours a day, and always like rushing into Greta's room and being like, oh my god, I saw like a green-tailed sparrow today, and like, oh my god, it had like 2 little babies and they were in this nest and all this stuff. And then like hours later, I have constructed like a castle of cards right in the middle of the living room that is like multiple stories tall, and just like this magnificent like civilization of card castles. And then what was your other? Oh, tending to your succulents. I'm like, Greta, did you know I don't have to water these things? Like I can just do it like once a month, and it's and so I just get like very into your passions to try to be like, look at how much fun I'm having. Like, you could be having this much fun too, you know, if you just like allowed yourself to get back into it. And I know that you can. So yeah, that's how Greta goes about it. That's how Cammy goes about it. Excuse me.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Does it work? Is the question.
um, I think like Greta is in this funk, and you know, I think in those moments it's hard for them to kind of see like what's in front of them and what they have and what they like the all of the little things that they're so grateful for. Um and so when Cammy starts like reminding them of like the little things that like that do bring them joy, but like they haven't done in so long that they've just forgotten, and to see that like to see that even like Cammy is having fun doing
Yeah.
these things that they used to enjoy. And then for Lilac to come in and to put on this performance, I think that like I think that they see such a light in both of your eyes, that I think more than anything tells them if nothing else, I have these two who like who are like the reason I will continue to live. And so yes, you both do draw me out of my rumination and sort of set me back on my path.
We did it!
Yay!
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm crying.
I know.
Oh.
All right.
Sammy,
Lila.
I love you.
I love
So
you
hard
both.
to
Oh.
be happy again. How could I not be inspired?
I'm happy right now. Oh. Lilac, you get the Six of Wands as part of your collection. And I'm gonna get... Oh, the Three of Pentacles. Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, your pentacle cards are a little spooky. Oh, your cups were spooky too.
Yeah. I got some
Yeah.
spooky cards. Oh, I don't even have to change screens. We're gonna go right into our next challenge here. So this is the Nine of Wands.
Oh my gosh.
Please. My underworld menace, leave me alone. Okay. I've had a strange dream involving my underworld menace who refuses to leave me alone, which we will collectively describe the dream. And since then, my power has been unreliable, failing at the worst times. Put this challenge card on top of the moon. Until I can spend 13 wisdom to solve it, it remains, blocking off my use of magic. No one else may solve it for me, but we'll move on to the next challenge.
Wow. Oh. Okay. So
we have to describe the dream.
yes, we must describe the dream. Does anybody have any thoughts?
I'm kind of like I don't want to like go like I don't know, but I weirdly feel like Greta has so much like trust in nature and like in like plants and animals. And so I feel like the dream has like gotta start with like nature either like rejecting her or like turning against them. Like something or like, you know, with the underworld, how it's like overgrown.
Yeah. Um, what if?
Feeling suffocated almost.
I'm sorry.
Like feeling suffocated.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe it has to do with like, I'm sorry, Patrick, you were about to say something.
Um, I wanted to posit that maybe this is this recurring dream has to do with the reason why this menace is so obsessed with you. Like maybe this is like remembering essentially like your origin story together. Like what one of you did to the other to provoke this like never-ending thing.
Yeah, because this seems to be really haunting you, this menace.
Like personal, yeah.
Your main personal issue is this menace that's like preventing you from all of your regular everyday things and like your other passion, like everything in your life. This is preventing you from all of that.
Yeah.
That's really powerful. What if you know something you're not supposed to know?
Ooh.
Like, I'm talking like on another like level of being not supposed to know.
Yeah.
Like that goes in with your like fortune telling kind of thing. You have this like perhaps godly knowledge of something.
Yeah, like secrets of the world.
What if, oh my gosh, wait. What if like you're one of the few that we even know of who is a fortune teller, who can predict the future? Or not even predict the future so much as like I can foresee. I'm more clairvoyant than others. But the thing is, you're not just more clairvoyant than others. You simply are clairvoyant, and others are not. And it's like people are starting to notice, like, or at least this menace is definitely taking notice. Like, wait a minute, can anybody else do this at all?
What if I got this clairvoyancy because of the menace, or like instead of the menace getting this clairvoyancy, I got it?
I love that.
And so I think maybe something like this dream is like almost like a weird like retelling of like who Greta and the menace were before they were Greta and their menace. And then like how Greta came into these powers and maybe the menace fell into the underworld.
Yeah.
And so there's sort of this like haunting, creeping, you said suffocating, right, Danny?
Yeah.
Like suffocating thing happening.
What if the menace used to be a friend of yours?
Yeah.
I want to add that the menace, as you got the power to see the future, the menace got the power to see your past, and that's why they can always pinpoint exactly what matters to you.
Oh man.
So what's in this dream? This dream is literally like some kind of like exposing, like moment of exposure, or
yeah, I think so.
I mean, what are you really going to tell your mentorees, i.e. Cami and myself, like about your past and things like that? Like,
I think that
do that.
Yeah, I think that this is something that Greta has told no one ever.
Okay.
Right, but like dream being like some moment of exposure to the two most important people in your life.
Oh, yes. I see what you're saying.
just a suggestion, you know, like they can't know or something.
Yeah, because I think like Greta would like they have no plans to tell.
Yeah.
King and Veselak. And so like, oh my God, if like the dream ends with them finding out, with the two of them finding out and being like, I can't believe you, like, I can't believe you would do something like that to someone and like
and then leave you.
Oh no. Okay, I do see how that could be suffocating.
Yeah. So do we want to name the thing that you did, or like what happened, what went down between you and the menace?
And I know and nobody else knows.
Okay.
For now.
That's a tool that'll help us later.
For now.
Okay. Well, as that stays covered, we move on to our next challenge. So, this one is the Nine of Pentacles. Look at how snazzy this Pentacles person is. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Guess who it is?
Guess who's reading again? A tricksy denizen has been smuggling underworld liquors into the kingdom and selling them to mortals.
Ooh.
Wild Spirit will tell us what they taste like, because of course she's had some. And the Pure Heart will tell us their terrible side effects.
Because of
Worst of all, once drunk on these spirits, a mortal never sobers. So how can we prevent the kingdom from becoming a stumbling mess?
This is such an innocent, pure challenge after the last few challenges.
We need to just like get this whole kingdom into AA. Like that's our idea of a calm, silly one. I don't know.
Oh, that is funny.
Oh my gosh. At least it's like not personal.
Yeah.
Wow. So Patrick.
Yeah.
He's like,
what does it
taste
like? An underworld liquor. I think it tastes. I think it tastes like pure peppermint, and not like a flavor of peppermint, but genuine peppermint. And all of the like texture, and the aftertaste that comes with that, you know.
Terrible side effects. You know, I think Lilac probably tried this shit. Lilac probably was just like, here's a couple coins. Don't tell the high priestess because they'll kill me, you know. But like, I want to try it. And terrible side effects. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. I think one of the side effects is going to be constant dad jokes in like every sentence. And I think don't listen, it's terrible. It's an epidemic, frankly. And I think that there's like now a permanent like crack in your voice, as I just so lovingly demonstrated. Like
method.
You know, so
wow.
Like, there's just all like at the most random, probably most inconvenient times, the drunk mortal is just yeah. Yeah, I saw that one. That was a good one. Yeah, no, that was really great. And anyway, yeah. So like,
will you marry me?
That.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also another side effect, which is very random and has nothing to do with like actual drunken side effects. I think, unless it is, they can just never ever find like jackets that fit properly. That's going to be a very random side effect that has nothing to do with liquor. And
we don't even realize it's a side effect until like 3 weeks after, and we're like, wow, all those drunk people really had some oversized jackets, didn't they? Did that cardigan get in the wash for too long? Oh no, they were just drunk.
They were just drunk.
Also, permanent cowlick.
Okay, all right, you get. That's enough side effects. Okay. So how can we prevent the kingdom from becoming a stumbling mess?
Oh God.
If nobody has any other ideas, I would be happy to lift my magic curse.
Oh yeah.
And then solve this with true magic. Unless anybody else.
I'm not coming up with any ideas.
Has any ideas.
It costs 27 to solve, with wisdom, if we're keeping that in mind.
I have that. There's a lot of wisdom for
yeah, for sure.
Some oversized jacket, dad jokes, drunk people.
Heaven forbid. I'm gonna do something naughty, and I'm gonna break something, leave my coven mates to pick up the pieces, leaving for the next challenge. So, I think I get like very intoxicated, and I like start spilling a bunch of secrets, like around the town too, and then like I'm sure at one point Lilac comes to stop me, and is like, "Hey, let's get you back to the sanctuary. Come on." And I'm just like, "Wow, a lot of dad jokes on this drink, huh? Were you drunk for your performance last week with Greta?" And I'm just like annoyingly mean. I think that I just go off, and go to like just a drunken stupor and end up probably in like a drunk tank somewhere. Oh, and I'm definitely at the tavern of like the man who issued the challenge to Greta a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, we're friends now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm definitely a regular there after this whole debacle. And who do I take with me on my drunken stupor? Just for a little fun. I think I take Gem. And I like look at Lilac as we're leaving, and I'm like, "Come on, Gem, we're getting out of this place." And we just like go rock the town for like 48 hours. Because Immortal never sobers, so like the whole town like has one sip and is just like drunk for days. I'm gonna get a page of cups really quick, as well as a 6 of cups. Okay, continue.
I'm going to be too overwhelmed to focus on this right now, and drugs are to be physically absent.
Oh my god!
And you're magicless. We literally.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, see ya.
For sure. Okay.
Lilac goes to take a nap. Give me 2 cards.
You get. Oh my god! Look, this is you taking a nap. Oh my goodness. Okay.
What is it?
It's a 9 of Swords. As well as, let's see how your nap goes. Ooh, the Knight of Pentacles. You get a dashing person in armor.
Nice.
Okay. Wow. This whole second part of this chapter has just been like Greta challenge, Greta challenge, Greta challenge, Greta challenge, and then both of us just like leave and we're like, you have the spotlight. Well, I will say that if there was ever a time to fail a challenge, this might be a time for it.
No, we can't. We can't have our entire kingdom be drunk forever.
We can solve it later. I mean, it can be solved at some point at
No,
a different.
I got it. Don't worry.
It's fine.
I think in a very I think so Greta's like, fuck, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. And everyone's stumbling around drunk and nobody is solving this. And I can't believe that I'm gonna have to like face my worst nightmare because everyone's drunk on peppermint like alcohol.
Schnapps.
On peppermint schnapps. And so I think I think they're also going to take a nap, but like for different reasons than than Lilac is. And I think when they're faced with this nightmare again, they're I think before it gets to the end, they're going to like stop the menace just by saying like what is their name? Oh, I need a name. I need a name. The menace's name is Castle. And Greta is going to go, Castle, I'm so sorry I hurt you all those years ago. I'm so sorry I left you behind. I know I shouldn't have done that. I was selfish and I'm sorry. And I think by kind of facing what happened instead of letting like continuing to push it down and hide it, I think in doing that she kind of breaks the hold on their magic. And so I am going to get rid of the Queen of Wands so that I can use my magic again. And once Greta discovers that they can use their magic again, I will use my true magic to I think they will I don't think that this is like an immediate thing. I think it's like over an extended period of time, but like I think that they conjure old spirits and they look into the future and they call upon their like animal friends to help them like hunt and gather for like ingredients. And so through all of these sources, they find like, I guess like the recipe to counteract this underworld liquor. And so they can, once that's created, they can like send that out into the kingdom. So that way when people drink that, it stops the never sobering effect.
Perfect.
So that people can sober up again.
Just the land of hangovers all of a sudden, you know.
The land of hangovers all of a sudden. They do have killer hangovers.
That's why I'm physically absent. Jeez, the way.
That's what, yes, they have killer hangovers. But all the side effects are gone, nice. And they can be sober again.
Good.
Woo! And I think I have to get rid of a source, right?
That you do.
My source that I'm going to. Ooh, okay. I think so you can like really like you can cross one out and then like.
Yes, you can blacken a source if you were to strike it a second time.
Okay. I think in ooh, okay. I think in facing what she had to face, I think we're going to blacken tenacious.
Tenacious, yeah. Okay. So.
With what?
Yeah, so you must replace it now with either depleted, morbid, a decaying star, or some other diminishment that looms.
I think we're going to blacken it with depleted.
Depleted, yeah.
I think Greta's tired.
Yeah.
I think that they're tired. They've faced a lot in the second half of this chapter.
On the surface, you are depleted, lacy, and wiser than you. Ooh. Okay. Luckily you did confront your past and recover your magic. That's on the bright side. But you have another challenge to face with both of us being physically absent, being the Five of Wands.
Oh gosh.
Let's see.
Oh gosh. Oh good, I read this one too.
Oh no.
Nasty.
Okay. The kingdom's citizens have been treating me with even more fear and suspicion than normal. And even the sanctuary's mortal friends react the same way. I must discard a wisdom card or else strike a source. It turns out that they're seeing me as a manifestation of the underworld's menace against me, although nothing looks different to any of us. How can we break this illusion?
Oh no.
Facing my fears didn't work.
You only faced them in your dreams. Oh no.
I only faced them in my dreams.
So, do you discard a wisdom card or strike a source?
Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna strike a source.
Okay, what are you striking?
I see value in myself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Indeed. Okay. So, both of us are absent.
Okay.
Wow.
This is crazy.
I can't get her. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
Um.
Oh God. Okay. I think that like Greta was like, I did it. I
Yeah.
faced it. Like I said their name.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then like people start, but it's almost like that was like it gave Castle like more power over her or something.
Mm.
And so now like people are seeing Greta and they're seeing like parts of Castle
Yeah.
dead. Um, and so Greta's I have to do something about this. Um, and so um, I think that oh gosh, I think that um, I think that they're going to go to a very uh secret, I don't know, like compartment in their little house that nobody knows about. And they're gonna take out a little stone. Um and I think it's like a light pink. I think it's like a light pink stone. And um they're going to go. I'm gonna solve this with wisdom, by the way.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Um and they're going to go right because it would be 15.
Yeah. Let me just make sure that there's nothing else that would be affecting it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's just 15.
Okay. Um so yeah, so they're going to go into the underworld and they're going to find Castle. And I think that I think in I think it's not going to be that easy. I think that they're going to start and they're going to be like, okay, like I'm telling you in person now, like stop,
Yeah.
like stop this, that what you're doing, stop it, um, please. And I think that there's like no sort of like response, and so I think um, Greta hands them the stone, and I feel like for a second, like when they take it, like you see a glimpse of what Castle looked like before they became an underworld menace. And I think he's just like a small child. Just like a really small, just he's just a small boy. Um, and I think when they see this like vision of Castle as a small kid, they're gonna like get down on their knees, so that they're like eye to eye, and they're going to like just be like, I like I got what I wanted and I left you. We were supposed to be in this together and I got what I wanted and I left. And for that, I am sorry. And the fact that I've hid you, I'm even more sorry. And I'm not sure what way there is to do this, but Greta would like to, I think, figure out a way to, I think, sort of share the clairvoyancy that they have.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's less clear when Greta wants to see what's in the future, but if Castle can have some of that too, can have what they were originally supposed to get together, I think that will put her at peace.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. And so I will give up. This is the hard math part. I will give up the King of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, and that would be 15.
Lovely. Whew. Okay.
Wouldn't that be 14?
Is
The
that 14?
King of Wands and the Two of Pentacles?
King and Queen are both the same.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah.
do I not know how to do math? I mean, I know I know.
You're good. You're good.
I have an inquiry.
Yeah.
Did I completely forget to give up a source when I put the war to end?
No, you did that with wisdom.
Did it with wisdom.
Oh, that's right. Not with true. Okay, that's right. I totally forgot.
You're good.
I did that with wisdom.
But we do need to still folly for this challenge. I think that Cammy is just gonna real quick raise tensions with the Coven and another party. I think that anybody who dares to look at you for more than 2 seconds, I just like I just get into like a brutal argument with, and it takes me a while to understand that they're seeing Castle within you.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lilac's gonna put herself in harm's way again in order to try and help Greta.
Yeah.
I think that she's gonna, try to stop her from literally entering the underworld, and then she ends up not entering the underworld, but she ends up maybe getting to an argument or a fight or something with one of the menaces, and then eventually the menace is like, "You're not worth killing. Just leave." So, yeah.
Okay. So in exchange, I'm going to get what is that? The Queen of Pentacles, and Lilac shall receive 3 of Swords.
Oh, Menace, leave me alone now, please.
Menace, stop
Castle.
bugging me. I know you're obsessed.
Haven't I been through enough?
Our next challenge shall be the 6 of coins.
It's me.
Yeah,
that's right.
Wow, look at this vocabulary. A mountebank of a magician is traveling the kingdom, giving away dangerously faulty charms and spending cursed gold like water. The holder of the star will tell us the magician's name, and the holder of the moon will tell us how their philosophy of magic is dangerous. Not only is the charlatan taking our business, but they're undermining what little trust the populace has in magic. Shall we put a stop to this? And how?
The magician's name is Jareth.
Jareth.
Don't give me that look.
How is their philosophy of magic dangerous, Greta?
Okay. Yes. Their philosophy of magic is that it's harmless and purely for entertainment. And so, so it's dangerous because, they're going around giving out cute little charms and like, like selling things that are cute little charms, or like spending money that is like laced with like a magic curse or something. And so people are like, yeah, no, like, oh my God, look at this cute little charm that I just got. That's like harmless because magic is harmless. And, they're going home and their big toe is swelling up. I don't know. Like there's like curses attached to these things that are affecting people around town, and people don't know it. So it is dangerous.
And it's especially contradictory to our mantra of magic, which is the pathway to godhood. For this person to be like, it's just fun parlor tricks is like night and day for us.
Yeah.
Sure is also dangerous because like mortals especially are going to be like, oh, so harboring magic means that you're nothing but a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Like,
nope.
Okay.
Elise is shall we put a stop to this is the first question, which is interesting that it's not just like, how do we put a stop to this? It's literally, shall we put a stop to this?
I think I'd like to solve this with true magic, if that's okay.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah. Perfect. I would love nothing more than to follow you right now.
Fantastic. Yeah, please. Take it easy. Oh my goodness. You deserve it.
Yeah, I'm down for volleying as well.
All right. How do the two of you volley?
I will explain the benefits of all. No, I won't do that. I will ignore my coven mates' pleas in order to teach them a life lesson. I want to see how I purely want to see how you two are going to handle this. Also, I'm fucking tired.
Of course, yeah.
True.
Greta's tired.
And Greta, real quick, sorry, we'll get the 7 of Cups.
Thank you.
Lilac is going to nod along to a coven mate's advice when she really should have actually listened.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think I think probably like Greta or even Cami was just like, I don't know, like honestly, Lilac probably just want to go beat him up. Like literally just go and confront him with physical aggression. Any that she has, because she doesn't have much in the way of like strength. So I think honestly, Cammy was probably just like
sorry, my cat was gonna pee on my carpet, so I had to move him to the litter box.
Gotcha.
But I'm back.
I feel like Lilac that's probably a Lilac thing too.
Pee.
No, why are you about to
pee on the carpet?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I think Cammy was just like, let me tell you why it's a really bad idea. And Lilac was like, I'm not listening. And then went to like go beat him up. It didn't go well for her.
For sure. Okay. And in exchange, you receive the King of Pentacles.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
In there.
Yeah, seriously. I think at this point, Cammy's a simple person. She sees a merchant, she steals, and is just going to like crack their fingers, like stretch out their wrists, and spends like the morning just practicing like simple simple portals to project the wares once again. And I say, okay, I'm going out for the day. And both of you are like, wait, what? And Cammy comes back like decked in like all of this like low-key magic, like 8 pairs of like x-ray sunglasses, like these like massive coats where if you like pull into the sleeves of the pockets, just like flowers and like fake gold come out, and just has on like this big hat that she like takes it off and like pats the bottom of it, and like 13 doves and a pigeon fly out, and she's just like
Decked out.
Cammy's like, I wanted it, so I took it. And in exchange for that little I want to call it a shopping spree, but that's not what that is. I think I'm going to blacken that I'm understanding of consequences. And I think I'm going to replace it with the reckoning. Yeah. I think that after this act, Cammy gets to have a bit of a name in the merchant community, of just like, do not go near them. They will, in fact, rob you blind. And like anytime someone accuses me of it, I have a bracelet like twirling around my finger, and I'm like, what of it? Just so very casual, like going to get arrested.
Oh my god.
So funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cammy's a little messy right now.
Cammy's a little messy.
Oh man. But I come back with this pure horde of just like useless magic. And our next and let me check here. Our next and final challenge for this phase shall be the 10 of coins.
10 of coins?
The 10 of queens. They're from New York City, baby. the 10 of coins, actually.
Ooh, this is me.
It's the
again. All right, that was so loud. I apologize to all the viewers. I greatly apologize for my volume. All right, 10 of coins. We have been busy, and between our crafts, the sanctuary's finances have become quite complicated. No matter how prudent and diligent we are, we always seem to spend coin as fast as we can collect it. The fair is coming up, and we deserve a break. I am, in particular, really excited to go. But how will we afford to enjoy it with the cost of tickets, games, food, and trinkets? I mean, this is a moral dilemma.
This is critical, people.
Well, I know I'm following.
Go ahead. Yeah, do it.
Again, I think I will fail to empathize with the volatile emotions of my coven mates.
Yeah.
I think I am perfectly content to walk around the fair and observe. I don't think I need to purchase anything. I don't
I'm
need
not
the
content
game.
with that
I can go home and cook my own food. I don't need to. I'm very happy going and like observing the fair. I don't need to participate in things.
Mm-hmm.
So you both can go as much as you want, but I don't care. It's not that Greta doesn't care. It's just that they
don't want to engage.
Yes, exactly. They don't
Honestly, fair.
engage.
Can I solve this with true magic?
Yeah, hold on. Let me follow you. Okay, so first, Greta is going to receive the 8. That's the 8. Yes, that's the 8 of Wands. Roman numerals, so finicky and small sometimes. How do I want to follow you really quick? Let's just bing bang boom. I think I'm going to think twice, but still go with your first impulse. I think I'm going to be like, well, I could. I think my first thought is I could just go up to these merchants at the fair and steal from them, and like just play their games, and they're going to accept it. And then I'm like, you know what? No, I could start like selling back some of the magical wares that I got. But no, I'm gonna go with my first impulse and just like so when we do eventually go to the fair, my plan is to just like grab a pretzel here, throw a ring toss there, and just like have fun for myself. And in exchange, I get the 7 of coins. So
Walk in and like, hey, keep an eye on her.
I have wanted posters everywhere now. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm going to come up with a very creative solution using true magic for this challenge. And I'm going to use my ghost magic, and I'm going to summon, hear me out. I'm going to summon either the real or thereabouts, like Friedrich Nietzsche, and I'm going to I'm going to ask his advice on what we should do. And I think he's basically just going to tell us, or tell me anyway, nothing matters. So just do what you want. And I think in that way, it's great advice for Lilac to just take your earnings and go bat crap crazy at the fair and just have a wonderful time. So I follow the advice and I buy basically everything at the fair. And you know what happens, since we're a barter system and we don't have a lot of money to begin with. What I end up doing is I become such a good customer that eventually all the merchants at the fair are just like, she's wonderful, she's a delight. Clearly, she's very enthusiastic about our products and our craftsmanship. And for this, we're just going to give her all this shiznit for free. So I think that's a brilliant solution. And challenge 1.
Woo!
Challenge 1.
I'm just saying.
Come up with it? Wow.
How did we do it?
That being said, I have to eliminate a sword.
Yes, you do. Oh yeah.
Yes, you do.
Looking at?
And slow devices. Okay, so I think I'm going to get rid of. I don't want to. I'm going to get rid of guiltless. And ergo absorb some guilt here and then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you can see, our deck slot is currently empty. So what that means now is that we get to figure out what our inevitable fates are. So these were things that were drawn at the start of the game, and shall determine our next phase of what happens for the Coven. So, first of all, we'll start with the Fool. Danny, your inevitable fate is the Devil.
Ooh.
Let's I'll go through and flip the top card for each of these here. So mine is the lovers.
Miranda?
Ooh. And finally, Sam's is the hermit.
Ooh, the hermit. Oh, I'm that makes sense.
So, let me find the meanings of these. Give me un momento.
Oh, this is so nerve-wracking.
I know,
I
right?
know.
This is like insanely nerve-wracking.
Danny, if you would read the devil for us.
A denizen of the underworld, the player to my left will tell me whom, has offered to teach me the secrets of my true potential. If I agree to their training, I will strike the third source from the second line of my sources and gain a new folly, that is, lose control over forces not meant for me. Then I'll claim the card beneath this one as an extension of my power.
Okay. I will be telling you whom. I think the denizen of the underworld is actually going to be our sheltered angel friend Calliope.
Oh.
Yeah, she once again re-enters our lives, and we haven't heard from her in some time, but it's because she has been undergoing a similar level of training ever since she was caused that sickness and we had to recover her with the holy water, and she has become enlightened and sees that Lilac has a well of untapped potential. So, if you know immediately what you want to respond, then you may, or we can see what the other offers lie in wait for us are.
She...
Why don't we continue on with the next offer? So, next up is myself as the lovers. So, an admirer, Greta, will tell me whom, has been hinting that they would like to start a family with me. The domestic, strictly mortal kind of family, which can't be built in a sanctuary of magic forever on the brink of crisis. If this is something I want, I'll strike a resource, friend, or wonder from the sanctuary, then add my family to the second line of my sources. If I do, I'll claim the card beneath this one as an extension of my power.
Okay. So listen, here's what I'm thinking. Miranda seems very firecracker, not the type to want to settle down domestic, strictly mortal kind of family,
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like Miranda. Who it does sound like is Frank. Franklin. Franklin wants to start a little family with you.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I definitely need to think on that one a little bit more. So our final one shall be the Hermit. So Sam, if you would like to read that one.
Yeah. I have an opportunity to learn more about the very nature of magic itself, but it will require uninterrupted concentration and study, possibly for years. If I can bear to leave my coven mates behind for that long, I'll strike my friends from the second line of my sources, draw 2 wisdom cards of my choice from the discard pile, and claim the card beneath this one as an extension of my power. I can't.
You can't. You refuse outright. Oh wow. Okay.
Greta, no, I don't think Greta already doesn't see much value in themselves anymore. And so I think what their friends and what they can do to help the people around them is like really what is keeping them going.
Yeah.
And so I think that they don't see that. It's very tempting. It's
super tempting.
Very tempting. But I don't think that they can bear to leave their coven mates for that long.
Wow.
This might mean that you give up godhood.
I know.
Yeah.
But I can't do it.
Okay. You remain. Yeah.
I have a response.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I think I'm not going to agree to Calliope's training right now. Yeah. So I don't add a new folly and I don't strike the third source from the second line. Do I claim the card beneath one? That one? I don't. Okay, that's only if I were to agree.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, I do not agree to the training.
Oh, I'm not gonna settle for Frank when I got the two of you. How does Frank propose?
Ooh. Okay. I think that Frank has talked to Greta about it beforehand.
Oh.
I think that he's like gone up to Greta and been like, I need like your thoughts on this. And so I think Greta's tried to like help, but I think that Greta's been kind of like, you realize who you're asking, right? Like you realize like that this is Cammy.
Yeah.
And so I think that I think that no, because he's reformed. He's a reformed lumberjack. So I think that you guys are having like a night out, and like you guys maybe like had like one or two drinks, but like nobody's going like crazy. And I think at some point, he'll just be like, I love you. Just like in the middle of this like dinner. So I don't think that he's proposed, but I think that he's been like, I love you. And I want us to be a forever thing. And in like, you know, in town, I have a place for us. I got it already. And if you want to be there, it can be ours. I want it to be ours. And it can be ours if you want.
I think after that, Cammy wants to think about it like more, and she spends like many nights going back and forth about this because part of her is terrified of getting tied down. She always has to be moving, but she's also been tied to this coven for however many years now. It's probably been like 10 years since she joined the coven. And as dynamic as like the problems that we face are, it has been sort of the same thing for the past 10 years, and shifting to form this new family would be something new, at least. But what Frank is offering her isn't like a life of fresh experiences around every corner, and we're going to travel the world. This is like, we're going to go down the block, and we're going to stay there. And I think that Cammy becomes far too overwhelmed, and she goes to the address that Frank gave her, knocks on the door, and plants her feet firmly on the ground, and says, "I cannot accept your offer."
Oh, wow.
And I think the entire time she is like shaking, like she knows that like this is such a challenging decision, and she knows that she's gonna break Frank's heart, and
Broke my heart.
yeah, and before Frank can respond, she turns around and runs. And she never hears what Frank has to say after.
Oh,
Oh, that's... I feel all torn up inside now. But miraculously, the three of us stay as a coven. But all of the power cards that may have given us new and wondrous magic are lost to us. So, the final section of this phase. So, at this point, we each ask the other two people a question from the following list. So, starting with the sun and ending with the star. So, Lilac, you begin. You'll ask one question to each of us.
The same, or can it be different?
It can be different.
Okay. My question to Greta. Are we holding you back?
I was going to ask you two the very same thing.
Well,
And I think I'd be lying if I said no. But at the end of the day, I've looked at what's most important to me. And it is not godliness. It is you two.
wow. Thank you. Candy. How can you just give up so much?
this was the hardest decision I've had to make, and if I'm being honest, I might already be regretting it. I'm terrified that this is going to be a rut that I spend the rest of my life in. But I would have felt the same way after a couple of years with Frank. And I simply couldn't let myself get tied down like that. But why couldn't I? It was because I was scared. And so I made the easy choice by saying no to the different this time.
And Cammy, is this really what you want?
I thought I wanted a life that never stopped. But now it feels like my heart stopped beating. And I don't know where to go, how to go forward. I don't know what I want, but I don't think that it's it.
Lilac. Was it an easy choice to make?
Yeah. No, it wasn't. But I don't regret it. So, ha!
Greta, how can you just give up so much?
What am I giving up? Something that I don't have? When I have you two here with me now, I'm not giving up anything.
Lilac, are we holding you back?
Maybe you're holding me back from going down a path I don't want to go down. And I don't know, maybe I'll figure it out later, but now, no. Right now, the only reason I've gotten better at my powers, and the only reason I've gotten better at what I've been able to do in the first place, and the only reason I've accomplished so much is because of you guys. So no, Cammy. Not holding me back.
So, the final thing that we must ask the deck all together is the 7th question. Do you see it there underneath the list? Okay. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. How is this all going
to end?